the Seattle Storm going up against the Connecticut Sun. Along with Tim Swartz and Brian Beneficenti, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're happy to have you along for another great game. Tip-off goes to Connecticut. Well, the WNBA All-Star experience saw some changes in 2019. Should the league continue to explore things like this?
Well, I sure hope so, because I like how, for the first time, there's a separate WNBA All-Star Friday night event. And the event paired the three-point shootout with the skills challenge together for the first time since 2006.
And it didn't stop there, Brian, as there was a big concert and party following the Friday night competitions. There was a fan fest all weekend long as well. I hope the WNBA continues to explore these kind of avenues for future All-Stars.
Stolen by Alicia Clark. Pass to Lloyd. Bird. Let's loose for three. Connects from downtown.
Top three all-time in threes made. Bird has an easy shot. She doesn't need lots of space either.
Chalk up two right there.
They worked it in nicely right there.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Bird with the steal. And she uses the glass on the layup.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Now here's Thomas, defended by Stewart. Bonner outside, and the call will be against Alicia Clark. That's her first foul. And we're just about a minute and a half into the first quarter. A good look from Jasmine Thomas. Knocked loose. And so it looks like the Sun will retain possession here. Here's Holmes, covered by Lloyd. To Holmes the run.
Defense is not all that complex, and Lloyd gets it. Just try hard. Stay with your opponents and don't give them easy looks. She didn't luck into that one. She knew just where to be when the shot went up.
Drills it from outside.
Everything's going according to plan for them offensively so far. Coaching staff has got to be impressed.
And I'm impressed. I mean, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. They're scoring with confidence. Such an unselfish player. Bonner is one of the best passing forwards in the WNBA, constantly looking to get everybody involved.
Well, what an incredible 2018 DeWanna Bonner had, making it to her second All-Star team and almost making it to the WNBA Finals. And you know what makes it even more special, guys? She missed 2017 due to pregnancy.
Just
Mark there with the three.
It can be so deflating to miss a wide-open look like that.
Lloyd from long range. Laces one from three.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Shot's good by Doe. And Tim, we've seen players miss a year before. Sometimes they come back the same. Amazingly, Bonner came back better.
And they culminated in that playoff run. Bonner averaged 24 per game, played almost 39 minutes per game. I think I'm speaking on behalf of the entire league. We are so happy to be back in the WNBA.
Here's Holmes. That's in. Coming off an assist from DeWanna Bonner. Seattle leading. Here's Clark. Banked in off the glass.
Tremendous find by Lloyd. She's really a combo guard, but she has point guard savvy. Senses when her teammates are open.
Stolen by Clark. They're fighting for possession, and that's going to be a jump ball. And it's the Storm with the ball. Brianna Stewart from outside. And Jones pulls it down. And here's Connecticut. They trail by 9 points. Inside, Bird with the steal. Alicia Clark drives in, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, and will shoot two at the line. It's going to be on DeWanna Bonner.
Well, Brianna Stewart, the future of the Storm franchise. Many would argue she is the future of the WNBA. Maybe the most dominant force in the WNBA. Bursting onto the scene quickly as a rookie, and the accolades have been pouring in since.
And the hardware for Stewart in 2018, she was the MVP and Finals MVP.
Well, the sky is the limit for Stewart, who is so talented at such a young age. And she really just does everything for you out on the hardwood. Great footwork inside. And don't forget that she can step back and drill the three as well.
And this Connecticut Sun team, very strong on the boards. Every player contributes to the effort, usually can gain an advantage with their rebound.
And so here's Connecticut. It's a 10-point game. To the middle. Sweet move. Plays on. Gets the bucket.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Seattle with the ball. Here's Whitcomb. And again, it's the Storm missing. Here's Charles. They get the rebound. Goes back up. And the basket by Mosqueda Lewis.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, you just made me hungry. But that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside. Where's the cheese?
Here's Heidemann. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Outside Charles. Pass to Jones. She makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start her game.
Another bucket in the paint. That's just something they have not been able to stop today. And if they want to win this game, they got to figure out how to stop it.
You know, Brian, I think it's time to switch things up on D. What they've got going on right now is not getting it done.
No good on that one. That one misses. We've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Storm out in front, up by 9. And don't go away, as we'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a bit. And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Storm?
It's been a long-range battle for them, and one they are winning.
Some sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
And you think about the rich history of the WNBA, can you guys believe 2020 will be the league's 24th season?
Yeah, crazy, isn't it? I immediately think of the now defunct Houston Comets winning the first 4 WNBA championships. And only the Minnesota Lynx, as of 2019, have as many titles, winning in 2011, 2013, 2015, and 2017.
Well, those are some great teams, Tim, but don't forget about the great players like Diana Taurasi, WNBA's all-time leading scorer.
Now here's Thomas. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
There's a pattern taking shape. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yeah, 4 of their last 5 baskets have been of exactly that variety. Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those that she misses when she gets that much room.
Pass to Jones. Charles. Back to Jones. Oh, yes, she did. 5 up, 5 down for her so far.
They continue to get it inside. side. The defense struggling to just contain them.
And look, when you make 5 in a row from in tight like they have, it also just takes pressure off of your perimeter guys.
Great point. The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
To the right side. Baseline jumper. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Prince. Guarded by Charles. And Epiphany Prince with the 3.
Good-looking bounce pass to set up the basket.
Connecticut trailing. And we're a little over a minute and a half into this second quarter of action. To the inside. Plays on, gets the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball not only inside, but convert those opportunities.
No doubt what their offensive philosophy is today. Pound that ball inside.
I love it.
Seattle calls timeout. So both teams making some changes here. And it's the Storm with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Wasted no time on that one.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And stolen by Canada. The pull-up. Prince's shot's good.
They've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
It has. They've done a good job recognizing anytime they've had numbers and then taking advantage. We've seen it again and again. Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and easy too.
Pass to Clark. The 3. Cans it from downtown.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from beyond the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get going, then you're in trouble because they can hit even when they're well defended.
And it's good. 2 points.
Not much resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. In fact, I'll just say it, they are automatic. Well, not many players get to experience the thrill of winning a title, but Howard has twice, one as a role player, one as a key cog, and really, she was the perfect puzzle piece to her championship squad.
Here's Clark. Good, and Brianna Stewart gets the assist.
Well, they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range for their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
Down low. Stolen away. Over to the wing. Luana Bonner's got room. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
D got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
After winning it all, I think the perspective Howard gained is what will help her the most.
Yeah, once you reach the top of the mountain, you start to understand what it takes. It's important not to get complacent, which Howard has stayed far away from. Sometimes experience really is the best teacher.
Jordan Canada with the steal. Here's Prince. And the Storm tack on 2 more.
Quick hands in the steal, quick feet on the break.
And that's a silly error there. Coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense.
It's just giving them 3 points.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Canada. That's her first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Heidemann. She's covered by Clark. Pass to Bonner. Wide open look. Kept alive. Thomas. Alicia Clark with the defensive effort.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
Offensive rebound. And that one good.
A worker's mentality. Howard crashes the O-boards, looking for second chance points.
Here's Bonner. From the top of the key, she buries it.
Boy, that is a tough shot.
Bird outside. And again, Seattle with the triple.
That was a heads-up play by Stewart. Look, the bottom line, she's a playmaker.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Storm out in front, up by 16. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final two quarters. Here's Seattle. From downtown. And again, Seattle with the triple.
They just continue to splash those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number one for this defense.
Yeah, absolutely, Brian. You can't keep giving up that many points behind the arc.
Outside Lloyd. Shoots over Bonner. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
That mid-range jumper is a great thing to have in your bag of tricks, and they've really unleashed it today.
You know, some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
And you look at the Sun, you know, they're a team with very good efficiency on offense. They have smart shot selection from pretty much everyone in the rotation, and that kind of gives them one of the most dynamic offenses in the league.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Breanna Stewart. That is her first foul of the game. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Bonner right side. Can they get it? Foul call that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line. Breanna Stewart picks one up.
She made an immediate impact for her first year back in 2009. Bonner won 6th Woman of the Year during her rookie campaign. She also won the WNBA championship with Phoenix.
And for the Sun, you add up everything they have, and it equals a scary offense.
And this team can just run you off the floor when their shots are falling. Very unselfish amongst each other and hard to game plan against. As a group, they can get scores against any defense in this league.
Timeout called the Sun.
Yeah, coaches, they saw their team giving up a lot of points and wanted to get a break before it got out of hand.
And that's a big part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your players in the best position possible at all times. That's a great timeout.
And there's the foul called on Whitcomb. That's foul number 2 for her. Third quarter of basketball, we're about 1.5 minutes in. Here's Charles. An amazing finish with a hand right in her face. And here are the Storm now. On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sewell Lloyd.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the three-pointers they're allowing.
I don't know. I mean, there might be more defense in warm-ups. They need to close down on these threes.
And Brian, when it comes to getting the most out of your players on the defensive end, which defensive schemes do you like the most?
Blake, I think it's real simple. Defend one-on-one, switch everything, and make the other team beat you. Now, we see teams switch on screens now because it seems like everyone can shoot, but I prefer simple defensive alignment.
Yeah, sometimes keeping it nice and easy is best, but I prefer multiple looks, changing it up, throwing in some zone. WNBA players are so skilled. I think we have to keep opponents on their toes. And they've really come out of halftime on fire.
One shot. And the Sun making a change here.
Well, one thing that makes Sue Bird special is her consistency. In each of her first 16 years in the league, Bird has averaged double-digit scoring figures and only has missed a handful of games.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Howard can't get it to go. Outside Charles. Mosqueda Lewis makes it off the glass. So reliable. Bird's consistency is a calming force on teams. She's even getting better with age.
I agree, Blake. During her age 37 season in 2018, Bird set career highs in three-point shooting and assists.
Now here's Bonner.
Drawing fouls, frustrating her opponents on the offensive end. That's one of the strengths of Bonner.
So far in the game, she's 0 for 2 at the lines. And she makes the first.
From a young age, Duana Bonner was exposed to the game. Her dad, Greg Nicole, a college head coach. You can see it in her game. A very high IQ player who is comfortable on the floor.
Here's Langhorne. Again, Seattle. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone now. Pass to Mosqueda Lewis. Here's Blazons. It doesn't go for her. Crystal Langhorne with the defensive effort. And guys, it's not just her dad who's into basketball. Duana's younger sister, Erica McCall, was the 17th overall pick by the Fever in 2017.
Yeah, they must have had some crazy games of 21, and Erica is actually 8 years younger than Duana. But it just goes to show you how growing up in a basketball environment breeds greatness.
And the first one falls for her. So she makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The long three. She's off on that one. And Connecticut will come the other way. Here's Blazons. Pass to Heidemann. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Russell. That's her third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good. And so she makes both from the line. Here's Canada. 5 points in the game. From 20 feet out. It's rebounded by Alyssa Thomas. And Connecticut has possession. Pass to Mosqueda Lewis. Here's Heidemann. Excellent D there from Mercedes Russell. And the Storm with possession. Fires at the elbow. And good that time.
She did well to recognize the size mismatch and immediately cash in with the mid-range jump shot.
Poked away. Out of bounds. Sun ball as Connecticut keeps possession. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Storm. Here's Canada. The Storm rebound. Here's Russell. And a missed layup.
Excellent interior D right there to force the miss.
Yeah, Yeah, and unlike you, Tim, her defensive ability is a huge factor. No doubt about it.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Storm out in front, opening a huge gap. And don't go away, we'll be back momentarily. We have the chance. Let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, she's always the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are her bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When she's running the show, she makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. Thomas outside. That misses off the backboard. Oh, and the fast break for the Storm. Here's Langhorn. Here's Russell. And a good offensive board, and she gets the bucket.
Crash the boards with purpose right there. Some hard-earned second chance points.
Pass to Heidemann. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Canada. That is her third foul so far. And so here's Connecticut. The third shot of the possession finally falls for them.
That rebound and the follow, it shows you what she's all about. Ready, determined, and a soft touch to match.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
Here's Mosqueda Lewis. Pass to Jones. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, she's shot a very good percentage today, and her team has needed every last bit of it.
Here's Tuck. Pulls the trigger. Again, Seattle. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Heidemann. It's tipped. The shot's good.
Great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break hoop. Big time play at both ends.
Pass to Charles. Knocked away. 6 on the shot clock. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it.
We're seeing the shots dropping for them very well now.
Yeah, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. Their coach has to be happy.
Here's Heidemann. To the paint. Here's Jones. That one goes. Count it.
She's one of the best in the league at that. I mean, even with just a tiny sliver, she always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Now here's Whitcomb. And it's Seattle scoring again.
She came out of locker room smoking. Great second half for her so far.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth quarter of this one.
And they're one away from being in the penalty.
They're going to have to be cautious from now on because the next one puts them on the line.
Those free throws can really add up.
misses the free throw. And no luck that time either. Here's Tuck, and out of bounds, the Sun will take it.
What a bad move. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
Inexcusable. She's got to know not to take any chances there. Just a terrible foul.
And she sinks the second.
Not as productive of a trip to the line as she'd have liked. They really need all their free throws to go down at this point.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. And she knocks down the first one. Doesn't get the second. And here's Connecticut. Here's Charles. Offensive rebound. Basket good.
That's exactly what they're going for in that possession.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth. Baseline try. Count that as her 7th field goal in 10 tries. She's shooting a nifty 70%.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it did not work. Not if it results in that shot.
It's good.
Oh, man. She is so good at making those lead passes.
And here are the Storm now. Here's Prince. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
That pass led her so perfectly, she didn't even have to break stride.
And again, Seattle with the triple.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
Here's Heidemann. Outside Charles. The first free throw is good. She hits one and misses one each at the line. Can't knock in the three. The three ball. And she's good on the three ball.
Coach has to be furious. Obviously, a defensive lapse there. She is automatic from deep. If you leave her wide open, big mistake.
Here's Whitcomb. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous, really, for them from three-point range.
Yeah, a ton of their points coming from long range here. What a barrage.
And what a time to hit the threes.
Whitcomb with the steal. Shot from 12. Tried to make it in, but he misses. Outside Charles. And so Seattle takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful lot about this team.
Yeah, Blake, I guess they don't need home cooking, like, you're cooking for your mom, to feel at home. Just a masterful performance all around for them.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.